Guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa and thank you so much for watching my video. Now, a question that I get asked often as someone who helps people build their business on the internet is, where should I put most of my efforts, right? Like, should I be marketing on Facebook? Should I be marketing on YouTube? Should I be marketing on Twitter? Should I be marketing on LinkedIn? Where should I put most of my efforts? Well, before I get into the answer for that, let me start with a little story. Back when I first started online, I was selling on eBay, right? And one of the things about eBay that really drove me crazy was, on a whim, they could change the rules whenever they wanted. I was basically at eBay's whim on how I would run my business. And after a while, this started to get really, really old, right? So, for example, you could accidentally violate one of their terms and services, or they would change the rules overnight, or they would increase their fees without any rhyme or reason, and all of a sudden, boom, your business that you've been working so hard to build is taken right from underneath you without warning. As a matter of fact, I saw many cases of people who would log into their computers from one day to the next, and their eBay stores would absolutely vanish into thin air. Now, I caught on to that pretty quickly, and luckily that never happened to me. I always had a good standing with eBay, and I always was able to, comply with their rules and regulations, but it really rose a red flag inside my head, and it told me very clearly, as long as I was putting all my eggs inside that eBay basket, my business was vulnerable, and it could be taken away without at the drop of a dime, without any prior notice. And that was very scary, because some people, that's their income and they depend on that. So that's when I realized I have to piggyback on platforms that I do not control, and I have to always send people back to my own asset. Okay, write that down, because that's really important. All right, you want to piggyback on platforms that you do not control. You never want to depend on platforms that you don't control. You can piggyback off of them, but you always want to send the bulk of everything that you do should be focused on your main asset, which is, drum roll, it's your own website, your own domain, your own blog. Okay, so I tell my clients, all roads must lead back to your website, because if you haven't been in the game for a while, let me be the first to tell you that the more you invest in your own asset, which is your website, that's your real estate, that is your piece of the pie online, that is your piece of real estate that increases in value over time with every blog post that you add to your website, with every video that you add to your website, with every comment that's on your website. Boy, those Google spiders go to work and they start crawling your site, and it just builds deeper and deeper roots, and it creates authority online. It starts to rank higher online over time. I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people with YouTube channels that, boom, they just disappear, and they keep on building a YouTube channel and they don't have their own website. You have to train your visitors to always go back to your website. So whether you are on Facebook, whether you're on Twitter, whether you're on YouTube, you want to piggyback off those platforms, great. You want to be on Snapchat and you want to be on Instagram, fine, but always tell people their call to action is always to go back to your website. This does two main things. This creates brand authority, and it helps you build your brand, right? And it also helps build your email list if you are strategically creating a website that is built to convert website visitors into leads. And if you're not doing that, you need to start doing that. And if you don't know how to do that, then go ahead and visit my website, www.personalbrandingforprofit.com, to learn exactly how we can help you do that for your business. Okay, but so back to the original question, where should you be putting all your focus? Where should you be putting all of your time and effort and energy? Okay, yes, you do need to market. You need to go and, pick a platform. I like YouTube, and I have a lot of automation on Twitter. As a matter of fact, I created a course about it. So if you want to check out that course, go ahead and visit my website. I've got that on there as well. Okay. But most of the time I'm on YouTube. I do use some Facebook, and I also use my blog heavily. I write articles once a week at least, so that the search engines crawl my articles and they bring traffic back to my website. Because my goal is always to build brand authority by bringing people back to my website. And then once they're on my website, I give them a reason to stay by giving them something for free of value so that they can be on my email list, so that I continue to send them offers in the future. So you want to put all your energy, most of your energy and focus into the only asset that you control. The only one that you control, as long as you pay for your hosting and renew your domain every year, your website is yours and no one can take it away from you. I have a client who is selling on Amazon who's been shut down twice already. That is income gone overnight. Income gone overnight. And I warned my client, we need to build your own website. You need to start putting focus into your own website. Start building that brand. When your customers receive their products in the mail, send them back to your website, because that is yours. No one can take it away from you. You're not going to violate anybody's terms and policies, because you're the boss, right? So you want to make sure that you control your asset, which is your brand. I get fired up, people. I get fired up. So if you don't have a website online, if you don't have a brand, if you do not have an authority site online that says this is the go-to person for this, or this is where I want to shop, okay, outside of all these other third-party platforms, and you want to get that going, then go ahead and visit my website at www.personalbrandingforprofit.com. Once you get there, you're going to have the opportunity to see a case study where I show you the proof of how I took 2 different clients, actually 3 different clients. One of them, I helped them go from 0 to over 200% increase in business opportunity leads from his website. The second one was a coach who just launched her website and did 7 product sales within a short week of launching her website. That resulted in instant cash into her PayPal account from these product sales. And then the third person was a Pilates instructor who literally had nothing but a few photos and a dream in her heart. And we took what she had, basically molded that clay, and now she has a full-fledged online fitness ministry where she signs up people on her website day in and day out to participate in her online Pilates classes. Okay, can we do the same for you? Well, we'll just have to find out. When you go ahead and click on the link below this video, head over to my website and register to watch that case study and see if that's something that you would like to do for yourself. So guys, I'm really passionate about this subject because, you know, when everything you have is hanging on a thread and hanging on a line, and it is in someone else's hands, like eBay or you know, if you're building I've seen people build their whole brand on Facebook, and then Facebook deletes their fan page. And, you know, you are so out of gas if you do that. You have got to piggyback on sites that you do not control, and always send people back home. All roads lead back to your website. Always. So anyway, that's kind of like my teaching rant for today. And if you happen to be on my Facebook fan page watching this video, because it's probably pinned to the top, you're gonna think one of 2 things: this girl is like really crazy, or I dig what she's saying and I want to learn more. So if that's you, go ahead and visit my website at www.personalbrandingforprofit.com so we can help you build an asset that is going to grow in value over time. And we are going to help you become an authority, the go-to person in your niche. And we're going to help you build a brand that people want to follow, they want to know, like, and trust. And by the time they hear from you, or by the time that they connect with you, they will pull out their credit cards and buy with you. Okay, so this has been Barbie Figueroa. Thank you so much for watching my video. Again, if you are watching this video on YouTube, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this on my fan page, make sure to visit my website, and I'll see you on another video very soon. Bye.